paid receiver in the NFL by average annual value. In a recent article in The Athletic, multiple NFL executives suggested that Dallas overpaid. Excuse me. One executive said it comes back down to how many guys are really difference makers. That is who you pay the top of the market to. I'm sorry. Amari Cooper helps, but he does not tilt the field. He has not shown up consistently. Dan Graziano, NFL Insider, what do you think of that?
Greeny, I'm not a particular fan of anonymous opinions. I don't think they have a whole lot of value. What I do like are numbers. And if you look at the numbers on Amari Cooper's contract, it's not a 5-year, $100 million deal. He gets $40 million fully guaranteed over the next 2 years, and then that's it. They take it from there. They might make decisions to keep him. They might not. $40 million over 2 years. If they had franchised him this year and next year, they would have had to pay him $39.5 million. So those numbers look pretty close to me. Seems to me like they gave him market value. Seems to me like, if anything, he might have done better if he'd taken himself out on the open market, potentially. And in terms of difference maker, he has been a difference maker for the Cowboys. Since they traded for him midway through the 2018 season, the Cowboys are the #1 offense, the third most efficient offense. Dak Prescott has thrown for the most yards of any quarterback since that time. So I don't understand those who would criticize the Amari Cooper contract. Yes, it seems like a lot of money, but this is where the market is for wide receivers. He was going to be a free agent. They got him for basically the same price they would have had to pay him if they had franchised him 2 years in a row.
Yeah, as is the case with quarterbacks. Sometimes timing is as important as production. And when these deals get done for these players. Dan, thank you. Let me go to another Dan. I've got Orlovsky and Rex Ryan with me. Dan Orlovsky, what do you think about the notion that right now Amari Cooper is overpaid in Dallas?
Yeah, I mean, to Graziano's point, for an executive to say that, it's just incorrect. I mean, we have so much data and numbers to prove that he's been tremendously impactful for Dak Prescott and that offense. That being said, the Cowboys had no choice. He held the Cowboys hostage because if the Cowboys had let Amari Cooper walk, their season would have been basically done in March because they would have had no real viable weapon outside of Michael Gallup. I've been outspoken and on the record. I would not have paid Amari Cooper. I played with guys like Andre Johnson and Reggie Wayne and Calvin Johnson. Those guys would have never allowed for a 4th down on the last game of the season, the most important player of our season. They would have never allowed for them to be on the sidelines and not on the field. And I'm talking about that 4th down against the Eagles. So for that reason, I wouldn't have paid Amari Cooper. That he did not fight to get on the field for that play would have been too big a deal for me. And I don't know if that's an indication that Amari Cooper truly doesn't love football. I would agree with the executive that certain people get paid the top of the market, and they have to check every single box. And he does for a lot of the physical, but does he love football and is obsessed with football? I struggle to believe that after that 4th down, and for that reason, I wouldn't have paid Amari.
Yeah, that did rub a lot of people the wrong way. What do you think, Rex Ryan?
Here we go. Blovation.
Well, I agree with Dan on the fact that I wouldn't have paid this guy. To me, this is the biggest disappearing act in the National Football League. He doesn't show up on the road. He doesn't show up against, when the competition's good, when he's against the top corners, that guy disappears. And to me, he reminds me, it's only one time that I can remember in recent memory on elite receivers and disappearing acts like Amari Cooper. That was the kid that the Raiders had a few years ago. Oh, that's right. That was Amari Cooper. This is who he is. And Dan, he doesn't love football. Hell with it. He stops his routes. He does all this. I wouldn't have paid this turd. No way in hell.
All right.
No way in hell would I have paid this guy. To me, you pay Dak Prescott. Forget all those numbers. That, you know, they're #1 in the league because of Dak Prescott, not because of this guy. It's a deep draft at receiver. They made a huge mistake right here.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy, Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this does not work. So let's get open for business here. And let's wake up the football guys. Let's wake up, guys. Wake up. Wake up. How you guys doing on this Friday? We made it through another week. I don't know what it's like where you are. You know, we've been locked down now for about 2 weeks and things. We're all dealing with, you know what we're all dealing with. But see here, here's the great thing, man. We got the YouTube. Are we good, Mike?
And also package us some gloves.
Okay. Oh, Chris Miller, thank you very much for that super chat. Yes.
Package as much gloves I can put in.
I have good news. I have really good news. I just saved a whole bunch of money from Geico because I ain't driving my car right now. No, but seriously, Gerald, all your shot glasses. And we're talking about the pink one. We're talking about the Lions, which we know about Dan Orlovsky. We should send him one. Not. We got the 249ers, the one that's going to Texas and the one that's going to there. We got the Two-Face one and the regular one. And which one did I forget? You got 7. You got 7. And what we're going to do, because of Gerald, I sound like a robot? Well, that's off now. That's off. I sound like a robot when I say super chat. Okay.
Did you put the little hangers in all of them?
I put that.
This asking.
Michael Anthony is now the Inspector General, Postmaster General, okay? Because he's like, did you put the hangers in there? Yes, I put the hangers in there, son. You know, some of you guys are complaining because you're not working. I'm working, and I'm working for this guy over here. I'm working for this guy over here. This guy over here. Huh? No. My boss is hell. He's hell. How can you buy a rack? Well, I'll tell you what. If you go right here, cowboyjoeboo.com, okay? Go all the way down because my website's up. Derek from Megabytes. Derek, are you here? Derek from Megabytes is actually working on my new website. So is the fabric in your shirts premium quality? For a shirt, $47.99 for a shirt? No, it's not $47.99 a shirt. The shirts are like, the premium ones are $24. They're $24. And if you use Stay Home, I think it's Stay Home, you get 20% off. So I don't charge, it's not that much. It's not that much. Yeah, exactly, Eric. Exactly, Eric. It's when I go ahead and somebody does a super chat to recognize a special thank you. But here we are. We know that because all the stuff, busy life. Derek's working on my website. So Derek, you know, he's usually here. And it was funny because when Derek first came in here, he got blocked by somebody because he wanted me to debate him and stuff. And somebody blocked him and all that. And I was like, you know, he's like, man, I want to talk to you. So he sent me an email and I was scared. I was like, okay, I got this troll up in here wants to go ahead and talk. Okay. He wants to talk to me and all this, that, and the other. So we emailed and stuff, and I gave him my phone number, and we started talking about Cowboys and stuff. And he's like, I want to do some stuff with you to help you because your shit sucks. He's like, you know, you need to like get into like this century as far as your website and your computer system. He's like, I've seen you do videos of your studio, and he's like, I can help you out, bro. So he's working on my website. But anyway, now that we are all home, thank God. Johnny Smoke, thank you very much for the super chat. We know that there's not a lot going on. We know that baseball's not going, basketball's not going, hockey's not going, tennis not going, golf, nothing's going. The only game in town is the NFL. And we know that this is the offseason. All we got coming up is the draft in less than 3 weeks. We'll be in the middle of the draft 3 weeks from now. The media doesn't bash you guys. They love you. Jesse? Wait a minute. What? Uh-oh. We got Travis Pratt. Travis Powers, thank you for becoming a Jobu Sports member. Email me at cowboysmark94gmail so I can get your cape your ass at home shot glass to you. Okay, so we know there's not a lot going on right now. We understand it. Football is a genius. The NFL knows what they're doing because most people at first were like, I can't believe the NFL is going to try and do business now. They realize this is a great opportunity because nobody else is going to be there. I'm not saying that they're doing this maliciously, that they're happy about the virus, but to have the podium in the off season where nobody else is doing anything. The only thing we're talking about in baseball is, how many how many doubleheaders can we do in a week? How can we shorten this? That's all there is about baseball. Basketball, it's kind of like, well, maybe we can try and do some games if we can. That's it. Normally we'd be getting ready for the Masters. The plants are blooming down there in Georgia and stuff. So we'd be talking about, can Tiger get another gold, a green jacket and stuff. None of that's going on. The only thing is the NFL. And the NFL, because they're on the spotlight right now, there's not but so much news to have. And so you keep getting these guys that are has-beens, nobodies, or never were's, that they deemed as experts to go out here and talk about stuff. And so Rex Ryan, I have to actually applaud him because he got the effect that he wanted. He grabbed the attention of the world by saying he's a turd. I wouldn't pay that guy, blah, but seriously, the same thing could have been said about you. You're a turd, and they shouldn't have paid your ass. How about that? But I don't understand how it is that ESPN, which is supposed to be the excellence in sports reporting, allows this kind of stuff to go on. Eastside. Button face. Hold on. Eastside. No. Eastside. Eastside. You know the deal, Eastside. Eastside, you want to make a bad comment, you got to pay up. You got to pay the man. Pay the man. Pay the man. Love the shirt. Ryan lit a fire under Cooper's ass in the Cowboys. Oh, yeah. Where's my... I like that one. Let me show that because that's a great comment. But to be able to just go at will and just attack somebody like this, it's just not right. It's just not right. Eastside, Harold, I know what it is, Eastside. I get it, Eastside. The Texans got nothing. They got nothing. I understand. See, you're like, I'm gonna go old school here, okay? We're talking about officer and a gentleman. Okay? You got the drill sergeant literally going into Richard Gere's ass. He's trying to make him drop out. He's got him doing crunches like a mother. And he's like, why don't you just quit? Get out of here. Why don't you just leave? And he says, because I got no place else to go, man. I got no place else to go. Because all you do, Eastside, is ride from Cowboy Channel to Cowboy Channel. Why don't you just admit it? You're a closet Cowboy fan. You live for the Dallas Cowboys. Come on, man. Come on. Button face. Come on. You know you do. You come in here and you just love the hate, don't you? This guy leads 2 NFL teams. How you doing, Miss Sarah? Gregory? Brandon Butler? Yeah, you're right. Rex Ryan should shut his big fat mouth. But see, this is the thing about. Think about it, because see, this is Jerry Jones-itis. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, as long as people are watching, because what you see is how this stuff just gets worse and worse. It's not facts. It's just guys out there that are just screaming and trashing people left and right. And so we, as fans, tune in because you're looking for the train wreck. You're looking for the car crash. You're looking for the bodies strewn on the road and stuff. That's what these guys are doing. They're no longer sports reporters. They're shock jocks. They want to say some outlandish shit that goes around the blogosphere. People get outraged, and then he double dipped on the day. He literally double dipped because first he says this thing that's outrageous. Everybody talks about it and gets, pissed off. And then he comes back around and, I apologize. And so then that goes around too. So now everybody is talking about Rex freaking Ryan and ESPN. Today on ESPN, Rex Ryan calls Amari Cooper a turd. This is Jason Whitlock. Would any of us know Jason Whitlock had a show if it weren't for him hating on Dak Prescott? Because that's all he does. His whole spiel is, I wouldn't pay Dak. Dak is garbage. Dak is crap. You know, and I'm sitting here listening to these guys because you got, damn. I can't even remember the damn dude's name. But from the Lions there, talking about, when I had guys around me that were great players and stuff, and dude, you weren't one of the great players out there. You sucked. You sucked. How is it that you feel that you have so much knowledge and experience that you can actually tell us about winning? What you know about winning? Snacks Whitlock, taco meat, I like that. PC, how you doing, 76? Man, it's been a long time since I talked to you, PC. Jacob Garrett, how you doing tonight, man? Well, if you want to stop, then reacting to it better. Otherwise, I know I'm helping the cause because here's the thing. Everybody and their sister has Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, I tell you what, you don't want to piss off Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie is a sweet, wonderful lady until you get up under her skin. And it's just like, I can't believe this, blank to blank to blank. Emily Ann, boom, she ended up sending me stuff, okay? I could literally, to count the number of people who sent me the clip, I would have to take off my shoes and socks and use both of my hands. It's that many, okay? Even Hugh Childs, he even was like, man, can you believe this motherfucker? I mean, seriously. But he achieved, and ESPN achieved what they wanted. They got us to talk about them. And it's sad because I used to have mad respect for ESPN. ESPN used to be the innovator because I remember when PTI first happened. PTI. Tony Kornheiser, Mike Willibon. And that show literally launched 1,000 ships. Everything became, because it was the first time to actually have, the rundown there. Oh, snap. Boom. Virginia Dallas Cowboys fan, thank you very much for that super chat, man. Make sure you email me at CowboysMark94 so I get you your shot glass. Okay. So I don't know where this all went. Now, let's go back and let's deal with the message of what he actually said. So, a lot of times we hear things and we believe this. Oh boy, here we go. DJ 1,000 grand. 100 grand? 100 grand? Oh, here we go. Eagle fan in the house. A lot of, hold up. You know what? See, I try to be nice. I try to behave, but see, you know what? Some people like to bring stuff out of me. They just literally like to bring stuff out of Got something new for you, Eagle fans. Got something new for you. Thank you. Virginia Dallas Cowboy fan, thank you very much for that super chat. You keep doing you because ESPN is watching and taking my sound bites. I've kind of, sometimes I kind of like, I talked about that. But see, you'd never hear me do something like this. I will say things about Carson Wentz, but you ain't never heard me say he's a turd. I'll say he's a fumble, got fumbleitis. I'll say wheelchair Wentz. I'll say, he get knocked the F out. But I will never say somebody is a turd. You just won't do that. I have too much integrity. Apparently, they don't on ESPN. So, Thomas Garrett, you like that one? Oh, okay, Randy, yours is coming too. Randy, your damn, I don't even know what. But mini helmet lace rack. Man, you guys got me doing all kinds of new, different stuff than what I thought I was going to be doing. But it's on its way. It's getting picked up tomorrow. Tomorrow it's heading your way. Philadelphia. Oh. RLW Smalls, thank you very much for the super chat. When you do those super chats, man, say something so I can shout you out. I appreciate it. Sup, Dottie? Mo, hell to, man, get out of here with the Redskins garbage. But Brad had 5 on how many? I tell you what, we can hail the Redskins on knocking the ball out of Carson Wentz's hand. But then again, who hasn't knocked it out of Carson Wentz's hand? Okay, Carson Wentz is kind of like that $5 hoe. Everybody gets a shot at that one. But okay, actually, I'm sorry. That kind of crossed the line. That kind of crossed the line. I'm sorry. Forgive me. That was just not right. So let's deal with the message, because he says the Cowboys paid too much for Amari Cooper. If Amari Cooper actually had been a free agent, the Redskins had offered him more money. Hail to the Redskins there, buddy. Yeah, you guys do what you always do, which is always pay too much for a guy. And by the way, I hear Alex Smith wants to come back. I don't know why he'd want to come back. I would personally just say, you know what? I'm happy with just getting paid being on the sidelines here, because the Redskins are going to kill somebody before it's all said and done. Philip Vance, thank you very much for that super chat, man. Again, man, leave a comment when you're going to put your money out. Say something, buddy. Thank you very much. So, the deal, we all look at it and say, oh my God, they signed him to a $100 million contract. Damn, y'all keep me back. I can't get my words in. Damn. I missed. We got a new. Wait. Damn, where is he? Who's the new member? I see a picture. RL Smalls, thank you very much, man. Make sure you send me an email too, so that way we can get you your shot glass. And then, damn, there was a. Damn, I can't keep up. I can't. Mike, I need your help. Mike. Derek Wallace, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Did I miss another one? I am Sheepdog 45. Thank you for that super chat. Clinton Dix? Okay. Let's think about this deal, though, in all honesty. Because here's the deal. We hear $100 million. Oh, my God, he getting $100 million. Just like we heard, Albert Hainsworth, he got a $100 million contract. Well, no, not exactly. What he got was $35 million guaranteed. And he took that $35 million and didn't do jack for that, but it wasn't really $100 million. But in your mind, when you see those numbers, that's what you focus on, but it doesn't mean jack, because very rarely do players see that full number, unless you're like Kirk Cousins, who got a fully guaranteed. Mark, I'm starting to, you canceled it, Danny. You canceled it. I'm starting to rethink the Eagles rack, because having that Eagles rack gives me misery. Oh, I can always make another one, but that's okay. That's okay. I can repaint it into something else. I can do that. That I can definitely do. But Danny, on the order, I think the ship. Email me back about that, because I think when you did the order, the shipping seemed like it was quite, unless you live out in like Timbuktu. Maybe that's why the shipping came out so much. But I think that's more. I think the system charged you more on the shipping than it did. If you're still interested, but we'll talk. Yeah, and that's what I was going to go to, Brad, because in all honesty, Amari Cooper's deal basically is $40 million guaranteed. So you're talking about really a 2-year deal that's $40 million. If he plays great and all that, okay, then you keep him. And you look at the numbers where they're going to be if the world doesn't come to an end from this virus. The NFL is going to have a whole lot more money in revenue. Tons of money in revenue. Oh, my goodness. Did we just get another? Crazy Cowboys. Damn. I need to just keep this in my hand. Crazy Cowboy. How crazy are you, Crazy Cowboy? Crazy. You know I'm crazy too, right? Thank you very much for becoming a member, and make sure you email me at cowboysmark94@gmail so I can get you your shot glass.
I'm supposed to start the new email.
Huh? Well, I haven't started it. Why didn't you start it? Why? Like I got time. He's like, well, I thought you were going to start a new email. It's like, why don't you start it? Why don't you take it over and you develop it?
We'll do that starting tomorrow.
We'll start tomorrow. But anyway, at the moment, email me at CowboysMark94@gmail. Okay, you're crazy as hell. Yeah, the Cowboys will make you crazy. I think all of us Cowboy fans are crazy because we're crazy about the Cowboys. Okay, so back to this contract. So what we're saying is you're paying him $20 million this year. That's a lot for a wide receiver. But it's not the most in the NFL. And if he plays for 2 years and you can see that he's going downhill, you can walk away without having any salary cap hit, without any dead money. And once we get back to playing football, the salary cap is going to rise a hell of a lot. Now, the opposite of this is, okay, you let him go. Who are you going to bring in? Who are you going to bring in? To get anybody anywhere near the talent that he has. So, Eastside, when you make comments like that, fortunately, those kind of comments get blocked. But if that's what you want to be about, we'll just go ahead and block you again. Okay? Well, I mean, I could go. See, I was nice. I was going through because somebody else got blocked who shouldn't have been. I said, Eastside Herald, that sounds familiar. I'll unblock it. But if you really want to just be an ass, I can just go ahead and straight up block you again. I seriously. All jokes aside, you know, we joke about other teams and you know, my Eagles fans and stuff like that. But you know what? I'll cuss out these Eagles guys. Starboy Entertainment, what's up, man? Starboy. We got a celebrity in the house. All jokes aside, it's like Philly 500. I will cuss him out. I will tell you that he is like that family member of yours that you don't want to let the kids anywhere near. That's my boy, though. If somebody says something about Philly, I'm going to go to the mat for that guy. But don't come in here just being an asshole, just be an asshole. Okay? Seriously. Seriously. You know what the line is. You know you enjoy being here or you wouldn't be here. Emily Ann, thank you very much for that super chat. Coop is right. So his contract, when you look at, say, Julio Jones, it's less than Julio Jones. And I'm not saying that he's Michael Thomas, but he's up in that category. You look at the numbers with Dak Prescott and him. Even with him playing throughout the season, I believe a lot more were more injured than what we were let on to be. Okay? Hopefully he's not going to have those issues this year. But I think he was banged up a lot more because when you have one injury, and it started with the plantar fasciitis, you start to favor that leg. And what happens is your body gets out of alignment and it causes other problems. See, like Carson Wentz. You guys know Carson Wentz. You Eagle fans, you understand about Carson Wentz. He had a hurt knee, but all of a sudden his back got jacked up. The reason being is when you have a hurt knee, you favor it. You kind of protect it a little bit more. And that means you might tweak something else and get it out of alignment, and that can exacerbate something else, and that's what happened to Carson Wentz. Okay, I hate to say that I'm defending Carson Wentz, but those are things that happen when you have injuries, and you can see and knowing another camera went out. I forgot to do the factory reset on that damn. Forgive me, guys. I meant to do the factory reset on that camera, and I forgot because it keeps losing the signal. And then you have to reset that one. One of these days, I'm going to have somebody who works in here to help take care of all this kind of stuff for me. So that way, I can just focus on being charming. Because I'm failing at the charming part. So that contract really isn't as bad as they say. And for this blowhard, blow whatever you want to call him, to go through and talk about paying somebody when him and his brother have been stealing money for years is freaking ridiculous. But I don't understand what it is. I know what it is. It's about money and rent. I answer my own question. Because you think about all the stuff that's said about literally every single Dallas Cowboy player. Okay, so I understand. You know, we got Aldon Smith. Aldon Smith had some issues and stuff, but you see everybody attacking the Cowboys. Yeah, okay, they got another thud. You know, this, that, and the other, and you know that's great for the Dallas Cowboys, and they're not paying their quarterback either. And here's the funny thing about it is, 1 minute they're saying they're not paying the quarterback, and you know as soon as he gets paid, they're going to say like he did, I wouldn't have paid the turd. Daniel Hayton, thank you very much for that super chat. So you know how it goes. It doesn't matter what. Oh, It's not raining out, so I'll be out there. New music, Purge Squad. All right, Starboy. Well, Starboy, text message me, man. If you want to, premiere it on the channel and stuff, we can do a video together. Well, Lord knows we got time. We got time. We got too much damn time. Oh, we got time. Oh, my God, we got time. So, let's go back to these contracts in general. I need to hire crew. But see, Greg. There's one problem with hiring a crew is you got to have money to hire them. This is YouTube. Ain't that much money in YouTube, man. I wish I would. You know what I wish? I wish I had the opportunity that these guys actually had. To have the platform that they have. To have the job that they have and be able to do that for a living. And it's disgusting to what some of these guys do with it. The sad thing, here's the real sad thing that's going on, is I'm sitting here focusing on this jackass, right? Well, right now we're going through the stuff we're going through in the world. And we have great guys like Travis Frederick, okay? And Dak Prescott with faith. God, I'm having a brain fart. With his foundation that's donating money, that's going to food banks, that's helping people. See, they don't talk about that kind of stuff with the Dallas Cowboys, about them giving back and things. Instead, we're focused in on a bag of wind that's trashing a player. Yeah. Back to the man. Derek McCormick. Oops. Derek McCormick, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. You work for shots, laugh out loud, bottoms up. All right, okay. Well, we can pour you a shot now. We can pour you a shot. Jobu Sports needs to be on national TV. You know what? If it ends up being that we're locked up for a while, it might happen because they're not going to be able to go like in the studios and do like regular shows for the fall. It could happen. I love your stuff, but the firesides are it. Got my drink ready, laugh out loud, may be safe. Oh, yeah, well, it's safe because ain't nobody else out there. I'm about to queue up my shot glass because these trolls are working me. You must be doing a real good job because I don't see all the trolls. I didn't pay for the Eagles rack yet. I put in the shopping cart, but I haven't. Yeah, you can do it with your debit card. That'll work. Are you sure you don't want the shot glass? I was sitting here. Let me look at my collection because I know you don't want a Cowboy shot glass. I might be able to have. So I think I've got I might have a different shot glass for you that I can give to you. Jobu is national TV, baby. I appreciate the thought on that, but that's not real. The bigger question is, we're focusing in on this jackass, is while we're talking about contracts, we signed D-Law to his $104 million deal. But again, this is the same type of deal that you look at because he was already franchise tag. That was already going to be $19.5 million, right? So in essence, it's $60 million that's guaranteed. So basically all the Cowboys really did was add 2 more years to the contract. We already got one out of the way. You got 2 years. If he doesn't, if he ends up playing like he did last year, the next 2 years, you can let him go. The email address, right there. Cowboys Mark, excuse me, let me go here. Oh, no, it starts here. Cowboys Mark 94 at Gmail. We miss you, but we're here now. Well, I'm glad you're here. Philadelphia Underdogs, you don't have enough content to work me. Okay. King Camp, thank you very much for the super chat. Come on, man, leave a message underneath of there, man. Come on, man. J.R. Muth, I am good, man. I am happy to be alive. Every morning that I wake up, I feel good. Gentry Harris, thank you very much for the super chat. I finally figured out how to become a member last night. Yes, I saw you there. So make sure you send me your email address. Your address, so I can get you your shot glass to you. That is the one area that we really have not. Well, we got. Oh man, I'm having brain farts tonight. I've been going like a wild man. The guy that we signed doesn't have a lot of experience, but what time he has played, he's actually played really, really well. Now, a lot of people aren't crazy about the idea of Aldon Smith. Aldon Smith is signed, but he won't cost the Cowboys a cent, not a dime, nothing, unless the commissioner reinstates him. If the commissioner doesn't reinstate him, he won't cost us anything, nothing. And the way his contract, because this is the thing that's interesting, because I might have understood if Rex Ryan had said that about Aldon Smith because of what he did in his past. You guys said that, yeah, the Cowboys signing this guy that had all these off-field issues and things like that, I wouldn't have paid him down. I can understand that one. You could appreciate that one. You could say, okay, that makes sense. Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott, the amazing thing is believe it or not, the time that those two guys have been together, they have completed more yardage than anybody else in offense. I know people don't want to believe that. Even with Amari Cooper having his injuries and so forth and checking out and they're saying he doesn't play good on the road, this, that, and the other, they still, with that offense, have more yards than anybody else. And that's with Jason Garrett as a coach. Do they have things to work on? Oh, hell yes. Definitely. Red zone. Catching the ball and not dropping it. Yes, we got plenty to work on. But you got a lot there you can work with. And I got to tell you, you talk about checking out. I still wonder in my mind, sometimes, if you've ever played football, you always said there's coaches that you love and you will die for. There's other ones that you're just kind of like, I'm just here for myself. Because you're just an ass. You literally are just an ass, and they're giving me crap just to be giving me crap. They're giving me a hard way to go. They're making it so, he's got his pet guys over here that he takes care of, and then, of course, me, you just give all the shit to. You have coaches like that. And I remember that one game where Scott Linehan, now this was the Eagles game. This is one of those games that the Eagles like to forget. But in Jerry's world in 2018, and Amari Cooper basically said, I worked with Dak Prescott. I told him I wanted to go ahead and, I can beat him on the go route. I can make the move and we can go deep. And, of course, Dak's like, look, that's not what's being called, man. He's like, look, man, that's shit. They're sitting on the route. We're not going to complete anything. I can do this. And Dak changed the call, and they end up getting the touchdown. And then what happens is boom, the next week you see he's in the doghouse. And you wonder sometimes, maybe there's a little bit there with Jason Garrett, too. He may love the Cowboys, but kind of, what? I ain't going to break my neck for this guy. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Philip Dance, thank you very much for that super chat. I don't know, but, sometimes you wonder, well, okay, is he hurt? Is there a problem with conflict with the coaches? I don't know, but I do know he can perform. And if you have a guy who can perform, it's up to the coaches to make sure that they keep his head into it, keep his body into it, and keep himself ready to play and motivate him. And I wonder sometimes, well, I don't wonder, I know a lot of times you look at this team and they look lifeless. Not just Amari Cooper. I look at that whole team against Philadelphia. That whole team looked lifeless. As much as the Eagles want to say that practice squad players beat us. You look at the week before when they played the Rams, and then follow it up looking at the game with the Eagles. The Dallas Cowboys looked about as lifeless as they could be. I mean, honestly, it was like, who are these guys? That's not my Cowboys. I don't recognize this team. Is this the same team that kicked the Rams' ass? The play calling didn't even look the same. And so you understand that if the Cowboys as a team did that, well, of course, then you got to look at saying Amari Cooper was part of the team and he was part of that culture as well. Zeke Elliott had some monster games, and other times he laid an egg. So we don't say that, well, against the Eagles, Zeke Elliott only had 50-some yards? Against the Rams in the playoffs, he had 53 yards? We didn't say that he checked out, right? We've seen Zeke Elliott say, you know what? I need a blow in crucial situations and games that directly led to us not getting first downs. You could say he kind of checked out. Literally, I'm checking out of the game. Doris Harris, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm glad I'm your favorite. Thank you so much. But there's a lot of guys out there that are really, really good, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Come on, Mark. We beat Cowboys. Oh, Lordy. You Eagles continue to just hang. Why do you Eagles fans hang in here so much? Can you tell me why you guys Yeah, so all right. Do we still have more Eagles fans in here? Or have I chased them out yet? Have I chased them out yet? Have I chased them out? Play it again. We'll get back to it, okay? We don't want this just to be, just joking on Carson Wentz all night, okay? Play it again. Listen, you guys. I think so. That cracks me up. Face it, Eagles fan, you haven't had an answer for Zeke Elliott. Well, and see, this is the narrative that you still continue to get from these guys. We haven't won the Super Bowl. I get that. But, for the most part, under Dak Prescott, we have owned our division. We killed the Giants. We killed the Redskins. And for the most part, we beat the crap out of the Eagles. Carson Wentz only got 3. 3 victories, and Dak's got 5. But you're led to believe that the Dallas Cowboys, they have all the bad players that get in trouble. They've got, all the players that are just bad in general. That Zeke Elliott, he's a thug, and he's just, stinks. That Dak Prescott, can't hit, he is the worst quarterback in the history of football. And you guys, some of you guys hear this so often and so many times that you begin to believe it. Nobody is under the microscope like the Dallas Cowboys. Now, when you look at thus far, we're just about through with the first stage of free agency. When we went into the offseason thinking that we got to sign Dak, we got to keep or not keep Amari, you got Byron Jones to deal with, you have 26 total free agents, and you listen to the doom and gloom that the Cowboys can't sign anybody because they got to pay Dak Prescott, their team's going to get gutted. Well, we've franchise tagged Dak, which is the 3rd highest cap hit right now in the NFL. Even with doing that, we did let Jason Witten go, but we got Blake Jarwin that we believe can be able to be a good option. You end up getting in another blocking tight end. You've been able to hold on to some of your players, like that you deem that guys that you really want, like Antoine Woods. You got him dirt cheap. How you doing, my Cowboys family? What's up tonight, man? Jurgie, how you doing? PC, Rue Glock. We got everybody up in here tonight. You've been able to try and add some pieces. There's no guarantee that any of these guys will work. But I like strength in numbers. Instead of putting all your eggs under one basket and getting one lights out, free agent that might just end up being fat because he got a big fat contract, they've gone through and judiciously picked up players for each area that is lacking. The only spot that we haven't really attacked yet is really the cornerback position. But I look at it and I say, I see some improvements on the defense. Hey, Miss Jackie, you're doing laundry. Man, not Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, you don't ever have to apologize. Life gets in the way all the time. How are you doing tonight? We were talking about you earlier because we were talking about Rex Ryan and his dumb ass. And I was talking about everybody who sent me something about him that was pissed off. Yeah, I said, you do not want to piss off Miss Jackie. Tonight will definitely be different. What's going to be different tonight, my Cowboys family? The beard coming off. Uh-oh. That beard coming off. Okay. Never mind. I saw your comment. What happened to Axel? Axel who? Okay. Shout out Miss Jackie. Buccaneers though. Glad Winston is gone. But he got off the moment. Okay. My favorite free agent signing so far? Oh, man. I'm going to have... Oh, jeez. Okay, you know me. I'm a former nose guard, okay? That's old school, okay? Back in the 80s, I was a nose guard. Now it's nose tackle. Yeah. Hate when they just kind of change shit up on you. I would actually have to say two because I'm a defensive line guy. I love Gerald McCoy. Gerald McCoy is going to bring some fire and he's going to bring some heat. But I like Dontari Poe, too, because that guy can push the pocket back. He can push the center in the quarterback's lap. And to me, that right there is going to be the biggest improvement for our defense. Now, I'm hoping that, it's not just going to be those two guys. I'm still looking in the draft because you can never have too many defensive linemen. You cannot have too many. If we can get back Randy Gregory and have him kind of develop, I'm not expecting a whole lot from him because he hasn't played for a long time. Aldon Smith, again, hasn't played in 4 years, and that's one of those ones that it's really no risk. His contract is $2 million, and everything else is incentives. So in order for him to get that $4 million, he's got to get 14 sacks. So I'm rooting for him to get that $4 million. I'm rooting for him. I want to see him get all that money because that means he's played lights out. And if he can do that and our offense can hold serve to what they did last year, you got a good shot at going to a Super Bowl. Are we talking about Carson Wentz still? Are we still? Are the Eagles fans still talking? Are they still talking? Cowboys will do something in the draft. They trade. I don't think they really need to trade. They may try and do that for the drama, but I don't think they're going to move up. They should. To me, they shouldn't move up. To me, they shouldn't. Okay. Of course, we're always talking Cowboys news. Oh, cool. Play it again. He's garbage. Mark knows Carson is good. Come on, Danny. He's not bad. He's not bad. And I've said that he's a good quarterback. I say that he has some injury problems, and he also has some relationship problems. There are some guys that kind of say, I'd rather have Nick Foles than that guy. I'm not making it up. I'm just going by what I've heard, that, he's a bit of a diva. In fact, one of the things I've heard recently is, Dougie Fresh, where's Slick Rick? Is one of the reasons why the Eagles have not gotten him receivers yet. Veteran receivers is because they don't want guys that will be, a little bit more forceful with them. So they're going to be going for guys in the draft because they want them to be kind of like, whatever you say, Carson. Whatever you say, Carson. Whatever you say. They want yes men. So they don't want any outspoken wide receivers that may end up being in there and just basically saying, Carson, you're garbage. Can I play? Okay, can I try and piss you guys off a little bit tonight, Eagles fans? Because here's what these guys always tell you. That Carson Wentz didn't have anybody around him. You know what's interesting? Think back to what they said when the Dallas Cowboys first signed Amari Cooper. I want you to think about this. They said Amari Cooper checks out in games. They said, he's not a good player. That, it was a waste of trading. for the guy, right? Isn't that what they said? The amazing thing is when he came to Dallas, wasn't he night and day different? Didn't he automatically click with Dak Prescott? Because at one time, Derek Carr was thought of as an MVP type quarterback, right? He couldn't do anything with that guy. But all of a sudden, Amari Cooper comes through here and blows up yards per completion to the best in his career with Dak Prescott. And that's having Jason Garrett as a coach, right? Michael Gallup was a third-round wide receiver. I think there's like 7 or 8 wide receivers picked before him. He was not on anybody's list of being, oh, he's going to be a great receiver. Isn't he becoming a deep threat, playing better than some of the other guys drafted ahead of him? Randall Cobb, who just got a fat contract, who's taking care of Hopkins. Oh yeah, he's taking care of Hopkins' spot. Oh, did Eastside? Did you guys ban Eastside? I don't see him in here anymore. You guys must have blocked him, or he got scared. Did you guys block him? They said that he was done. Because you looked at what he did the last few years with Aaron Rodgers, the bad man, throwing to him, right? He, last year, had yards like he hadn't since 2014 with Dak Prescott, a garbage-ass quarterback, as these guys say, right? So you got a guy coming from Aaron Rodgers who's playing better with Dak Prescott. You got a guy who was playing with Derek Carr who's playing better with Dak Prescott. The guys who left, Cole Beasley basically stayed about the same. But the other guys we had for receivers, are they Terrence Williams? Is he in the NFL? Bryce Butler, is he still in the NFL? Those guys didn't do anything. So if Dak Prescott took guys that everybody said weren't doing anything, and now they're doing better, doesn't that say that the quarterback elevated the play? Am I wrong? Isn't that elevating it? So, why do we look at his receivers and say, oh, well, they're just bums? Wasn't his place to elevate them as well? Am I wrong? Can we do we put all the blame on the receivers and say they just suck? Why aren't we looking at the quarterback saying there's other things that you could do, like not fumbling the football as much as you have? You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong on that? Daniel Peterson, what's up, man? How you doing? Did you put that Redskin rack up? I mean, we're talking yeah, okay. And I'm not saying that he's not a good quarterback, okay? But like everybody else, he makes mistakes. Right? Right? I know, Miss Jackie, I know. Philadelphia underdogs. Mark, keep it up. We can't because of Miss Sarah. How you doing? Crazy Corvette. Donnie Price. Midas Lopez. Bobby Ace. How y'all doing, man? But we've had fun tonight. Now, I'm gonna play something here. Okay. I got to show you this thing, okay? I got to show you this thing because when you're getting your shot glass rack, I got to show you how to use the attachments, okay? Because this shit, it's cool. It's cool, okay? All right? So we'll be right back after this. Hey guys, Mark here, and as always, thank you guys for watching the Jobu Sports Report. We're here I'm always working on my man cave, and now I'm also working on yours. You guys have seen some of the shot glass racks and things that we've been doing, and we basically make every one custom order. So we've actually done a Lions one. We've done 49er ones. We did some nice pink ones out there for you guys. And basically we can do them in any NFL colors. We actually get the color matched to the original team colors. Now, this is where you guys come in, because you guys come up with ideas that I didn't even think about. Because here we have our latest one. Look at this. Ooh, the Two-Face. Look at that. Boom, boom. Oh. Now, great thing about this is when you get these, we actually have what are known as attachments, okay? See this little thing? They actually go on real easy. We pre-drill the holes. Pre-drill the holes in here, so you can just slide that in there, put the screws on it, boom. So you can hang it this way, or you can hang it this way. But here's the great thing about this is, these little hooks bury themselves into the wall. They make like a little teeny slit into it, and they hold like 25 pounds each. I built this case out of 3/4 inch solid oak. This thing weighs about 20 pounds. And I've got 2 attachments on here, and here's the great thing, look. You see that? It's not moving. So once it's in place, it's in place. And I've been actually working on hanging all the stuff or rehanging everything in here, so that way, you know, when Mike runs down the steps and the walls and all shake and vibrate, it doesn't change it. Now let me show you how cool and how easy this is to go in. Watch this. Okay, put it where you want to, line it up, gentle pull. That's it. It's done. It's up in here, ready to go. Don't believe me? Here. Now this one is $29 for those. That's the medium ones. And here's the little baby ones. Boom. In the wall. There's the little baby ones. Those are $19. And then we got the real big ones, which are $39. I think it's a pretty good price, and definitely something different than what anybody else has. So those, and especially in times like this, keep your ass at home. Shot glasses. All this is on my website. So here we go, guys. Joe Boo shot glasses and shot glass racks. Now back to the original programming. Man, I got it. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am like really, really proud of those. Shout out to Gerald, because Gerald was the one who said, I want to go ahead and make opposite ones. I want to make it like a two-faced shot glass rack. And I got to tell you, those are the prettiest things. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. They're almost as pretty as this. Man, those things never get old. I'm sorry. You know what? I should stop. I should stop playing with the ego. You know, we kid because we love. No, actually, we kid because we hate you. We hate you, Eagles. You stink. You bother us. You get on my nerves, but we still love you, though. All kidding aside, though, it's actually 10 o'clock already, and my camera keeps dropping. Michael, please remind me to do the factory reset on the camera. We're going through a whole lot right now. You can see in places like California and Seattle, places that had really started having the virus first, they're not out of the woods, but you can see that it's beginning to not grow as fast as it could. You look at other areas that have been staying open and, you know, we don't want to close down business and things. You're seeing those areas that are blowing up. Thomas, here's the great thing, Thomas, is if you order them, all you have to do is tell me what team colors you want. The great thing is Glidden and Home Depot actually have like college and professional football and basketball colors. Play the show, Mark, behind you. Play the show. What show? Play the show, Mark.
Oh, that clip that you have. The clip on the TV.
Oh, we've listened to that jackass. Well, I mean, you want to hear him talking about Amari Cooper one more time here? I mean, if you really, really want to hear it, okay. I was getting ready to go ahead and get ready to get out of here, but okay.
Biggest disappearing act in the National Football League. He doesn't show up on the road. He doesn't show up against, when the competition's good, when he's against the top corners, that guy disappears. And to me, he reminds me, it's only one time that I can remember in recent memory on elite receivers and disappearing acts like Amari Cooper. That was the kid that the Raiders had a few years ago. Oh, that's right. That was Amari Cooper. This is who he is. And Dan, he doesn't love football. Hell with it. He stops his routes. He does all this. I wouldn't have paid this turd. No way in hell.
All right.
No way in hell would I have paid this guy. To me, you paid Dak.
There you go. No way in hell I pay it. Travis, if you go to, it's actually, bam, cowboyjoeboo.com. Like I said, my site sucks. If you go down into it, I don't have actually the picture of the Two-Face, but if you go through, I'm charging the same price for all of the sizes. So there's the small, medium, and the large. Just click on the team color one and say, I want it to be the Two-Face. Or I want Cowboys home white, so it's like a white background and blue things on there. Or if you want to say, I want a stinking Eagles one, you know, I can do whatever team colors you want. And including college ones, because if you go to Home Depot, this is a great thing on it is, I can order sample size things of paint. So I don't have to buy like a gallon of paint to do them. So it's actually economical to be able to do, you know, different teams' color. Why don't you take your, oh, damn, that's cold. But anyway, back to this whole thing. It's a mess. It's interrupted our lives. It's going to change a lot of things in the way we look at doing things in the future. But in the end, after we go through this, what you're going to find out is, until you've been through bad times, you don't know what good times are. And the best thing we can do is keep our ass at home. Stay out of going and hanging out. Don't go out and have a party and say it's okay. You know, I looked at him. He ain't got it. He ain't got it. You don't know. And if we all do this, we will be able to get through this thing a little bit quicker and get back to our regular lives, to get this economy jump started again. So I'm doing my part. I got my Jobu shot glasses. A lot of you guys are getting those coming up soon. So all of you members, I appreciate you. Get your shot glass ready, because this is a thank you to you guys. And we're going to have a drink to better days. All right. This one is for all of us keeping our ass at home so we can get through this thing. As always, I want to thank you guys because, see, y'all help me get through the day. You guys are my therapy, and love all y'all. This is for you guys.
The lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.
What you playing? Mike. I love this. Amari Cooper is a Dallas Cowboy, and Rex Ryan is not. I love that. Stephon Gilmore. Come on, Rex. He's one of the toughest receivers in the league to cover. His release game is probably top 2. That's Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year. Basically, everybody's saying, Rex Ryan, you're a freaking idiot. I don't understand how these guys get these jobs and get to keep them, man. Right, it's Disney. How the hell does Disney let that kind of garbage go on? I mean, seriously.
You have to ask people that work for Disney. I don't know.
I guess it's going to be a slow weekend in football news. Rex Ryan needs to lay off Cooper. The guy was hurt, and the coach who got fired never knew when to use him or sit him. Rex Ryan will look like a fool this year when Cooper catches all the passes under McCarthy. Ryan couldn't identify talent if his life depended on it. Well, yeah, you could say that. Some of these trolls I got, man, they're ridiculous. I don't understand how people live to hate, man. So everything's labeled, right? And you got the gloves in for Caleb? Okay, good. All right. Cool beans. All right, well, I'm going to go do my fireside chat. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, guys. I keep forgetting. You catch me after the show. All right, y'all. See you at a fireside chat, man. And Juan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Get him, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, don't. Mark has gotten sidetracked. Yeah. See, here's the thing. I keep forgetting that. You push the. I've got a whole control set that's over. I can't pull it up, but it's a camera control set that's right here, and I push the button for the goodbye, and I keep thinking that it cuts off automatically, and I keep forgetting that it doesn't. So, I hope I don't ever say anything that's like, Eastside Harold, he's an ass face, and I hate that guy, some crap like that or anything. But Eastside Harold is a crap face, and I hate that guy. So, anyway, have a great weekend, and keep your ass at home, because we going to keep you in